Hello, everybody. I got a new toy today. An Elgato Stream Deck. Which means I can do fancy schmancy stuff that doesn't work for some reason. Okay, so that works. But that doesn't. Why do you... Oh, you're off for some reason. That's weird. Oh, and I actually meant to set something up behind me. Actually, oh no, wait, he's over here. Meet Max. So, I really like Sam and Max. They're really good. And I actually played Sam and Max Save the World for the first time. Yeah. Hyperkinetic rabbity thing, I believe, is how Telltale's games refer to him as. The series sometimes will call him a rabbit, and sometimes will go out of its way to not call him a rabbit. So... But yeah, so I played Sam and Max Save the World for the first time maybe a bit over a year ago. I don't know when exactly. No, I think I started playing it, so it will have been a few years ago, because I think I started playing it before Telltale went bankrupt. But anyway, I'm super glad that someone who cares nabbed the rights to Telltale's games, and I'm hoping they'll remaster the entire trilogy. Because the third one, okay, so there's Sam and Max Save the World. I do not remember what the second one is called, and then Sam and Max The Devil's Playhouse. The Devil's Playhouse is not as good as the other two. If I recall correctly, this first one of Telltale's games is the best, like it has the highest highs, but the second one is more stably good in terms of the comedy. In terms of the gameplay, I think this one is the best, because as I recall, I was able to get through it without having to cheat, and also I think the game crashed, so... Progress is saved when... Okay. I don't know if they've added controller support to this, and I also don't know if I'd want to use that. So... Yeah. Well, the main problem that the third one had was that you could really see Telltale's shift in the third one, where they stopped making these more classic types of adventure games, like closer to classic. They always... What I will say is that Telltale's style of being very dialogue heavy is perfect for a Sam & Max game. It's perfect. But with The Devil's Playhouse, you could definitely see them shifting towards drama and shifting away from the more lighthearted stuff. But this one, I forget which episode specifically, but this one has one of my favorite Sam & Max adventures just ever. So, subtitles on, language English. Does it go higher than high? Nope. High, full screen. Yeah, no, not really. I mean, it was still a good game, and I think it just lost sight of what makes Sam & Max so fun. But I do still want them to remaster it. And if they want to go ahead and like try and make it a more traditional Sam & Max experience while they're at it. I mean, it still has good comedy in it. It just... But, you know, if they remaster it, I'll play it on stream. So the question is, does this support controller, and if it does, would I want to use it? We'll try it, and... yeah. I mean, I think it's probably better that they keep it true to the original, because it's like, yeah, it kind of lost sight of what Sam & Max was, but at the same time, it's like, it does still kind of stand up as its own thing. I don't know. But I will say it's arguably the one most in need of it, because that's also when the engine was starting to transition. And so you have, like, if I recall correctly, there were many objects that were like excessively glossy and stuff like that. I don't remember it running terribly well, but I'm super excited to revisit Sam & Max. So. I'm very interested to see what the VR game is going to be like, but I don't know what the ETA is on that. It looked like it was very early in production, last I saw. Yeah. And admit, Sam & Max is not... I don't think it's a very easy design to get looking right in 3D. I think every single one, Max had major clipping issues with his mouth. And so I'm excited to see if they finally fixed his animations in this remaster. Yeah.
Quit moving around so much, bobblehead.
When are we gonna get another case, Sam? Surely the local lawbreakers must miss our esoteric brand of personalized criminal justice.
Patience is a sharp razor to swallow, little buddy. Okay, don't scream this time.
I got it! I got it! Hello?
Leave Swiss cheese by the rat hole, or you'll never see your precious phone alive again. Jiminy Christmas Eve in a padlocked sweatbox. Some misguidedly ballsy felons nabbed our phone.
Eerie. I just went cheese shopping. How did they know?
Be sure it's Swiss cheese, right? And be quick about it.
Ordinarily, I hate yielding to extortion, but I have to admit I'm half charmed by the sheer strength of that oily little perp. Where'd you put the cheese, Max?
Gosh, it was hours ago. You know I have the memory of a dried trout.
Sadly, yes I do. Well, it's gotta be somewhere in this room.
Okay, so it's using the, You know what? I'm gonna use keyboard and mouse control. The original was made for keyboard and mouse. I'll do that. Oh, and yeah, if they can... Another thing that the third one, Sam and Max and the Devil's Playhouse, the controls in that game are atrocious.
Handy.
Don't do that again.
You basically have to constantly go between controller and keyboard and mouse because neither one is terribly good. Like, technically you could complete the game with either, but you're going to have a really hard time. And also, with the controller, which most of the time controls better in that game, you don't get the callback to the original LucasArts adventure game. Because when you're using keyboard and mouse controls, they reuse some of the icons from that game.
I think Hubert could use some water, Max.
I'm training him to fetch it himself.
No dice. Nobody ever leaves us messages anymore. One of these days we're gonna finish that game.
I'm still working on getting the rest of the darts from the police impound.
Life troubling your digestion? Reality blocking your passages? Expel your troubles with Emetics, the handbook for multicolored happiness, and separate your bliss.
Hey, that's that personal color spectrum book.
Self-help for the helplessly selfish.
Perfect. I'll take 2.
I bought that VCR at the supermarket.
So you know it's a good one.
Still smells like asparagus, though. $20 years worth of electric bills take up a surprising amount of space. Good old Lou.
Who's Lou again?
The bowling ball, of course. Ah, yes, I remember that case. Particularly gruesome.
What's that in reference to? Oh, you know what? That might be a
When I
reference
got this
to...
thing, I thought it would be useful.
Where else would we keep the pieces of paper that we're never going to look at again?
Aha!
Oh, there it is.
Unfortunately, this is not Swiss cheese.
So what?
So, the rat was very specific about wanting Swiss cheese in particular.
I'll give you 5 seconds to suss out for yourself how we're gonna get Swiss cheese. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Take that, you law-breaking dairy products.
Sam, no! The cheese was innocent!
Innocent? I think not.
Oh, gosh.
Swiss cheese. Or close enough to fool the casual observer, anyway.
Don't say voila.
Greetings. The members of the Benevolent Brotherhood of Vermin would like to thank you for your offering.
The members of Sam and Max would like their phone back now.
if you don't mind.
I regret to inform you the situation has changed, and I am unable to comply with your request. A list of additional demands for the return of the phone is as follows.
Now, let's discuss this calmly.
Let's debone the smarmy little skis and see if the phone's in there.
I ain't talking, coppers. Jimmy Two-Teeth ain't no rat. Well, I ain't talking.
Oh.
I'm about ready to wring your scrawny, trash-eating neck.
You think you're scary?
You don't know where his hands have been.
Or when I last washed them.
Who cares? I'm a rat, remember? Hey, Dogface, your partner's giving me a headache.
Hand over the phone or I'll make you lick my German-crusted palms.
Yeah, I've licked worse.
Like what?
You don't even want to know. Can I go now?
I'm thinking about stuffing a light bulb down your throat, perp.
Go ahead. I've been a little hungry. Amateurs.
Maybe I'll lock you in our file cabinet.
So?
In 3 separate drawers.
You Hey, Dogface, your partner's giving me a headache.
Maybe you'd like it if we played you some music. How about Cat Stevens?
Fine. Jimmy Two-Teeth ain't afraid of no cats. Can I go now?
Let me pry open his skull and look for a conscience, Sam.
Yeah, I'm shaking like bacon here. Amateurs.
Okay. Got a headache, eh?
You mentioned a headache. Would you like some aspirin? Oh, and while I'm at it, is there anything else I can do to make you comfortable? Are you thirsty, perhaps? Lights too bright?
Well, that's sporting of you. Now you mention it, I really don't like being up here so high. I got me a thing about heights. They make me nervous, you know?
Oh, really?
Yeah, the King's Quest remake was... It controlled perfectly with the controller, which is what I used when I played it. So it's not the same, because with Sam and Max in the Devil's Playhouse, it feels terrible to control it with keyboard and mouse, because you're basically simulating joystick movement with the mouse. But with the controller, it is a nightmare to interact with certain objects because you can't point at them. So, anyway.
Don't like heights, eh? How'd you like it if I dangled your greasy hide out the window?
Hey, you wouldn't. Wait!
I warn you, I'm known for my fuzzy white butterfingers.
It's true. You should see him trying to tie an ascot.
All right. Have mercy!
I've had mercy. It was unpleasantly gooey, like things that have fallen onto pavement from a great height.
Take your phone and let me go!
Ah, for the love of... I wish I could unsee that. Hello. Yes? Great gouts of steaming magma on a beeline for the orphanage. We're on our way.
Yeah! Ow!
Where's the rat?
I let him go. Who was on the phone?
It was a commissioner, Max. Multiple reports of malfeasance in the neighborhood.
Oh, joy! That's my second favorite feasance.
Idiot. You've got to get down to the train.
Yeah, I really like Max too. You know, something that occurred to me, I wonder if this is still made with the Telltale tool. I don't think I mentioned, but this remake is made by Skunk Ape Games, which is a reference to the third the third Telltale Sam and Max game. And it's made from ex-Telltale employees. So.
They say graffiti is the poetry of our time.
Just what we need. More lame poetry.
The origins of Sam and Max is really
Where
cute.
we going, Sam?
Nowhere.
Anyways, never mind.
But no, yeah, the origins is really cute because it was Steve Purcell.
This place used to be Lefty's tool rental shop.
Good old Lefty. I'll miss him.
You couldn't stand Lefty. You once poked him in the eye with a number 3 socket spanner.
Exactly. Good times.
It was originally Steve Purcell making fun of his little brother's drawings.
Tampering with the law is a federal offense, punishable by fine and imprisonment.
As we found out after the incident with the garden hose. Ah, memories.
Also, my long-term memory is amazing.
Welcome! You look like you could use some therapy!
Not from a wide-eyed circus freak like you. Hey, I know you.
Hey, that's right. You're one of the lovable scamps from that 70s TV show about the singing soda jerks.
The soda poppers, yeah. Hi, peepers.
We loved your show.
I don't know what you're talking about! My name is Sybil Pandemic, licensed psychotherapist!
Huh?
Are you sure your name is Sybil, not Peepers?
Absolutely! Sybil Pandemic, licensed psychotherapist, that's me!
He's trying to pull a fast one, Sam. Where's your gun?
Violence is not the answer.
Since when? Sam, we're dealing with a dangerously delusional psychotic here.
Obviously. Sybil's normally a girl's name, isn't it?
Must have been tough while you were growing up.
Why do you think I became a licensed psychotherapist?
Should we see your driver's license or some sort of ID, Sybil?
My psychotherapy license is hanging over there on the wall.
How about something with a picture on it, you obvious lunatic, you?
I could draw one on there if it would put your mind at ease.
Oddly, I don't think it would. You're a dead ringer for Peepers from that old soda popper show.
I get that a lot, but I'm Sybil Pandemic, licensed psychotherapist.
Right. How about a little analysis?
Certainly. Tell me what's bothering you.
I've been feeling less frisky than usual.
Well then, you might try Brady's
I did not know that's...
video. That'll put a spring in your step. Your eyes, too.
Ibo? Yes, my runny, poached egg-like eyes could use a workout.
You won't regret it.
What's highbrow exactly?
IBO. It's called IBO. It's a system of ocular exercises.
So you can do push-ups with your eyes?
Sort of. Just watch the video.
Who's this lady culture person?
Brady! Brady Culture! He's only the most insightful and amazing man on the planet, that's all!
It's not Sean Penn?
Not anymore!
I'm so disillusioned.
Have you got a copy of this cockamamie video?
I'm all out, but they probably still got a truckload or two over at Bosco's!
Enough said. Excuse me for a minute, would you?
Sure!
Thank God! I've been locked in that closet so long I was starting to invent life stories for the mothballs. I've got to sit down. Oh my God! He's still here? Call a cop!
You're in luck, ma'am. Sam and Max. We're freelance police.
Sybil Pandemic, licensed psychotherapist. Nice to know ya. Arrest that lunatic immediately!
What's the charge?
Assault! Kidnapping! Identity theft!
Those are good charges.
Some of my favorites. What about mopery?
He locked me in the closet, and he's been pretending he's me!
Gadzooks, why?
Well, these cases can be very complicated and delicate. There may be repressed feelings of inadequate transference or latent unwarranted hypochondriac Freudianism.
Come again?
He's a complete whack job. Although actually, now that I look closely, I think he's been hypnotized.
How can you tell? He looks so normal and lifelike.
It takes a professional eye.
Can we borrow your eye? We'll bring it back.
Great thundering jellyfish on the squishy road to mayhem. Hypnosis.
Yep, that's what I said.
Are there steps we can take? Soothing music, or perhaps some sort of invasive surgery?
Shock treatment! Shock treatment!
Typically, a hypnotic state can be revised after rendering the subject susceptible to new input.
Sorry, I don't speak psychotherapist.
You've got to knock them unconscious to bring them out of it.
Knock him unconscious! Now you're talking!
I can demonstrate on this guy if you'll knock him out for me.
Consider it done!
By the way, this game is going to be a lot technically better, but a little less funny if I don't come into this place at some point to see Sybil T-posed in her chair. The original game was very glitchy. Oh. Boxing glove.
I can see you!
Whoa! Where'd he go?
Hey, there he is.
You attacked a licensed psychotherapist? How could you?
Just comes naturally, I guess. Whee!
I can see you! Please stop doing that! I can see you!
Whoa! Where'd he go?
Hey, there he is.
You attacked a licensed psychotherapist? How could you?
Just comes naturally, I guess.
That. Guessing I don't have what I need. Need what I have. Have what I need. No, I said it right the first time. Oh, and for some reason I can't look at the sign. But yeah, Sybil's piercings, tattoos, psychotherapy, so yeah.
I once hid in that dumpster to escape a rampaging gorilla.
I still don't know how she got out of the office. I was sure I locked the door. Look, Sam, it's another one of the soda poppers.
Wow, what are the odds? Say there, Soda Man.
Oh, you made me mess up. Now I have to start all over.
Specs, it's you! Wow, an actual celebrity vandalizing our neighborhood. This is great.
Boy, you sure were a famous, oddly underdeveloped teen celebrity at one time.
I'm still famous.
Are you?
Like 1,000,000.1 times more famous than you.
Well, we're really more known in the 18 to 34-year-old repeat criminal demographic. Say, how about an autograph for my pal?
You can sign my butt. Make it out to Squinky.
I don't sign butts anymore. People get ticklish and they move and it gets all messed up.
I'll risk it.
Sorry, I can't stop painting. This has to be perfect.
What was that catchphrase you used to say on your show?
It was like, you messed me up, or something like that.
You made me mess up, which you just did. Thanks a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So, Specs, what are you up to these days? Any new projects?
Yes, I have a new light in my life, and his name is Brady Culture. He's the genius behind the IBO Ocular Fitness Program. You really should try one of his videos.
IBO sounds like an electronic archery toy.
IBO is the truly visionary ocular fitness program. Try the video today.
Oh my gosh. That was like an iPad, iPhone joke. iPod.
Where can I find a copy of the video?
They carry
The
them all over
IBO.
boxes. You should get it.
Sounds fascinating, but enough about that.
You can never get enough of Brady Culture's IBO.
So, Specs, what are you up to these days? Any new projects?
Yes, I have a new light in my life. And his name is
Can I...
Brady Culture. He's the genius behind the IBO.
Right click, skips dialogue. Okay.
Sounds...
You can...
Didn't I see you on an episode of Celebrity Slap Fight?
I was desperate. I was heavy into 3-ring binders at the time, and I needed the money.
You got your clock cleaned by that lady from Old and in the Way.
Never saw that walker coming.
Well, that's nice. Tell me something about that trendy modern street art you're perpetrating.
What about it?
How did you select your subject matter?
He looks like a fried egg.
It's Brady Culture. He's the genius behind the Ocular Fitness program. You really should try one of his videos.
I'd rather try a fried egg.
Where can I find a copy of the video?
They carry him over at Bosco's. You should get it.
Sounds fascinating, but enough about that.
You can never get enough of Brady Culture's Ibo.
Are you aware that vandalism is illegal? And worse, unoriginal.
We like to punish people who do it who aren't us.
How could this be vandalism? Everyone loves Brady Culture.
Is the paint supposed to go outside the lines like that?
What? No. Where?
I'm just pulling your dwarfish leg, my friend.
Don't do that!
Well, we'll leave you to it.
But you have to agree to paint me next.
Sorry, I only paint Brady Culture.
Whee!
Looks like he's got Boston baked beans in there this month.
How do they stay fresh?
They don't.
Oh.
Says they've bred a horse with 8 legs.
Does it run twice as fast?
No, but it does eat twice as much. It says cloning rights activists are cloning themselves to create a bigger voting bloc.
Oh, man.
Takes me back to my childhood.
Bosco's Inconvenience. I forgot. I forgot about that. Oh, gosh.
Have no fear, simple citizens. The freelance police are here to keep the peace.
Violently, if possible. You called?
It's just you two? Where's the SWAT team? Where's the National Guard? Where's NASA?
NASA?
Hold on, Bosco. What's the problem?
What's the problem? It's a terrorist! A Munchkin terrorist! He'll be the death of us all!
Something sounds off about his voice.
Where is this Lilliputian agitator?
Are you blind? He's right there!
Hey, it's another one of the soda poppers!
Isn't he the one with the bladder control issues?
Yeah, Whizzer!
He's a former child star? Oh, just lock him up and throw away the jail.
Though at least in this one, I know that his skin color isn't a glitch. I legit wasn't sure if he was supposed to have that skin color or if it was a glitch in the original.
One of us needs to take a couple dozen elephant tranquilizers and call it a day.
And you should take a few yourself.
How can I be calm with a Munchkin terrorist in my store?
Exactly what is the nature of Whizzer's malfeasance?
He's delivering videos I didn't even order. Brady Culture's Ibo? What is that? Oh, it's something bad, I can tell you that.
Videos.
And look at that display. It's subversive and hideous. I don't know any white guy with a fro like that.
I hear that.
Any idea why a freakish relic of the 70s would unload videos in your store?
Think about it. No individual acting alone would ever deliver videos of his own volition. It makes no sense. I smell a conspiracy.
I think you're just catching the hot weenies in an updraft.
No, it's definitely a conspiracy.
What sort of malevolent forces would conspire to burden you with unwanted video cassettes?
Oh, they've all got it in for me. The government, the media, the mafia, aliens, sentient computers, my mother, Niels Bohr, Switzerland, headlights, lint, pastrami, hairspray.
Stop right there! Hairspray had no part in this.
Oh, sure. That's what you'd like to believe.
Have you actually witnessed this Ibo video with your own eyes?
Only a fool would watch a strange video. You watch it.
Any other heinous terrorist activities to report?
Yes, he keeps using my bathroom. Who knows what he's doing in there?
I think I know.
So, we've got an unwanted video dumper and serial leak taker.
Not even the National Guard can help us now.
So all this wizard character's doing is delivering videos.
And abusing his bathroom privileges?
That's it? Did he steal any of your overpriced merchandise or at least try to disembowel you with a sharpened spork?
No way! I've got BTADS, the single most technologically advanced security system ever conceived by the human mind.
BTADS? Is that one of those acronym things I've been hearing so much about?
Yep, Bosco Tech Automated Defense System. I made it myself.
Wow, I always wanted to automate my defense. How does it work?
Well, just pull a weapon, you'll see. Or try to walk out of here with something.
Oh my
Go
gosh.
ahead, I dare you.
Maybe we will.
I'm noticing things I never noticed before. There are hand grenades alongside the cigarettes. And in one of the max camera angles, you could see in the background a wet floor sign, but instead of wet floor, it said landmines.
At the risk of sounding callous, how come your fancy pants defense system can't even stop small bladder boy over here?
It was designed to keep people from taking stuff out of the store, not from bringing it in.
Ah, right. A rare case of reverse shoplifting.
Shop dropping.
Yeah, I suppose so. I think we got it.
Okay, anything else?
We'd like to patronize your fine establishment, my good man.
By patronize you, he means we want to buy stuff from you, not mock you. We probably will mock you, but that's not what he meant.
I know what he meant. Don't patronize me. So, what do you want to buy?
What have you got?
Well, I've still got that big sale on cheese.
Oh yeah, cheese! I want that!
And I might have another item of interest behind the counter.
I accept your thinly veiled invitation to ask about the item behind the counter.
Oh, it's just a little something I like to call a tear gas grenade launcher.
Tear gas grenade launcher? Oh yeah, I really want that!
It's the latest in Bosco Tech innovation. It'll clear out any room in no time guaranteed.
I feel really close to you right now.
We'd like that tear gas grenade launcher.
That'll be $10,000.
10,000 bucks? We'll have to give out like 1,000,000 tickets.
Well, one really big one.
You mean
White Collar Crime Drive.
where corporate criminals go to rejoice in their ill-gotten gains?
After we blow this popsicle stand, we can go hunt us up one of those starchy cesspiles and hit 'em where it hurts the most. Right in the pocketbook.
That's not what I thought you were gonna say, but that's good too.
We'll take that cheese that's just been sitting out in the open for everyone to touch.
You can't scan it from way back here. You've got to bring it to the counter so I can ring it up.
Do we have to do everything around here?
Do you have any weasels on a stick?
Nope.
Do you have any two-handed broadswords?
Nope.
Do you have any vegetables in the shape of famous naturalists?
Nope.
I think that's a reference to the first
Do you
game.
have any candy pink fat boys?
Nope.
Do you have any exiled political dissidents?
Nope.
Do you have any weapons of mass destruction?
Who's asking?
Do you have any... I've run out of ideas.
Well, you can always just start over again.
Good idea. Nothing for us right now.
Okay.
The first Telltale game is what this is a remaster of. I was referring to Sam and Max Hit the Road, I think it's called. Which was made by LucasArts.
Nice place you got here.
What's so nice about it?
Bosco's Inconvenience. Nice name.
It's true. It really is inconvenient.
Well, thanks. I try.
How do you get out of that cage anyway?
That's for me to know and you never to find out.
What's with the maximum security prison motif?
You've been robbed as many times as I have. You do the same.
I've never been robbed, actually, but then I typically point a large firearm at anyone who approaches me.
You crack me up, little buddy. What's with
I want that camera angle again.
You've been robbed as many times as I have.
Hair of
I've never been robbed,
Tharog?
actually, but then I typically point a large firearm at anyone who approaches me.
You... What were we talking about? We'll chat more later, Bosco, but right now it's time to get up close and personal with that pint-sized evildoer.
Stop that crazy man before he kills us all.
Well, it is on special.
And we are running dangerously low.
Okay, Mac, we want this cheese.
Okay, standard cheese background check. I'll need to see at least 6 forms of ID, a valid federal cheese license, a completed organ donor card, a written release signed in the presence of a notary public, and your school report cards from the 9th through 12th grades.
That's pretty inconvenient.
It's okay, Sam. I can be brave. We'll just have to struggle cheeselessly onward.
Free videos? Don't mind if I do. Brady Culture's EyeBow for ocular fitness. The revolutionary isometric exercise.
What's so revolutionary about it?
See through walls and clothing, roll your eyes at lightning speed, lose 5 pounds of eyeball fat.
Oh, good. I can never seem to lose that last 5 pounds.
What do you say we start office movie night a little early today?
I'll bring the caramel-coated sugar logs.
Say, Max,
I am not getting in that thing again. It took me weeks to get the fishy smell out of my fur.
chilled and preserved fluids.
I wonder if Bosco used the fluid sample I submitted.
I hope not. Public restrooms. Unholy temples to all things unsanitary. I wouldn't go in there for all the TNT Landia.
I'll do it. Uh-oh. Time out for number 1.
Looks like he opened his floodgates.
I hope he enjoys it as much as I did.
Bathroom terror level. Red, extreme terror. Yellow, lots of terror. Green, probable terror. Nachos.
They're mine, not Joe's.
Ketchup, mustard, and purple
Purple
stuff.
stuff.
As vaguely referred to on TV.
Max, I've got a great idea involving you, a microwave, and 6 feet of aluminum foil.
Go on.
Maybe another time. Sludgies.
With 100% all-natural sludge.
This week's flavors, wheatgrass and meatloaf.
Ugh.
I think it's the tinge of green that makes this coffee especially appealing.
Take my coffee green, like my men.
Hey, Whizzer, want some cheese?
No thanks. I just want to deliver videos.
Ooh. I think I know what I have to do.
Fun.
Uh-oh. Time out for number 1.
If you really love someone, give them the gift of cheese.
Ooh, I just can't wait to see the look on his face when he gets it.
What the? Time out for number 1.
We're saved!
That's a whole lot more entertaining when it's not happening to me.
It's pretty entertaining either way.
Oh, he wet his widow pants. Classic. Just classic. I mean, wait. My evil plan is being threatened. Good thing I have the other 2 twerps to handle it. It's still not quite right.
Hey, you just gonna leave him there?
I don't want to wake him up.
Actually, I'm wondering if maybe Bosco might have something
It's just you.
for us.
Hey, you just gonna leave him there?
You know, we did put the kibosh on that whole terrorist operation, so...
How about some free stuff?
Is that why you did this? For free stuff? Was this all a part of the plot?
Yes, a labyrinthine scheme in which we paid off a former child star to deliver videos to your store just so that we could knock him out via your own security system and claim an undeserved reward.
So you admit it?
Conspiracy humor may be lost on this crowd.
See you later, Bosco.
Remember, we never had this conversation.
What conversation?
The conversation we just had.
No, see, he was just acting like he'd already forgotten the conversation.
What conversation?
Oh, brother.
Hot weenies.
Look, Sam, Mr. Hot Weenie's eating a hot weenie.
This rampant weenie cannibalism turns my stomach.
Oh. Yeah, for some reason I have like 6,000 some odd dropped frames. Oh, is there a rope? Why am I dropping so many frames? I'm going to stop the stream for a second and switch profiles and see if that helps. So I'll be right back.